Hey, what's up, champions? Welcome to Growth Mode. I am your host, Donnie Boivin, the CEO and founder of Success Champion and Success Champion Networking. I spent 20 years in the straight commission sales game, figuring out how to get better at sales and then learning how to grow and scale a business. Hanging out with me is my buddy, Kevin Snow, a sales and automation tactician. This dude is a fucking genius when it comes to automating your sales processes. This show is all about helping you grow and scale. But what the fuck are we talking about on this episode, Kevin?
All right. Hey, Donnie, everyone. So today we are going to talk about LinkedIn. And specifically, I want to talk about the worst LinkedIn reach outs we've ever received, why they sucked, and how they could have actually done them right.
Dude, there's some days that LinkedIn just fucking wears me out.
Oh my God. As I've started going bigger with my messaging, I probably get 2 or 3 reach outs a day now on LinkedIn, and maybe 1 or 2 a week, if I'm lucky, are actually good.
And I don't understand it. You know, everybody is trying to meet everybody, and you know, if you get into a conversation with somebody, there may be a sales opportunity, there may be a door open, but you would think that people would take 2 seconds and actually ask themselves, would they respond to this fucking message before they hit send? But I promise you, they don't. They absolutely don't even think about what they're sending before they send it.
No, absolutely not. And I think the issue is people don't realize that connecting on LinkedIn is different from other types of prospecting. It's different from how you would telemarket it. It's different from knocking on the door. And because then you're jumping right into your whole point of that call is to get them to give you a yes. LinkedIn is completely different. That type of structure for prospecting doesn't work.
Yeah, I think if people would look at LinkedIn like it's a big ass cocktail party, it will help them wrap their head around how they should be reaching out on LinkedIn. I mean, you're not going to walk up to somebody at a cocktail party, and I've got one of the reach outs that I brought up that's sitting here in front of me. So I'm going to read this, but I want you to imagine that we're sitting at a fucking cocktail party, and I walk up to you and I say these words. This is a LinkedIn reach out to me. You ready? It says, "Hello. Are you open to a conversation when it comes to earning extra income in the insurance industry?" Now imagine if you're at a cocktail party and I walked up and said that shit to you. How quickly you can be like, "Oh my God, where have you been my entire life?" Yes, I've been looking to make money in insurance.
I've been waiting for someone to ask me that.
It just cracks me the fuck up. So look, we know that a lot of these messages are on some sort of automation sequence, right? So this was probably a canned, spammed fucking message that was sent to 500 million people. And obviously, it's a numbers game for them. And somewhere along the way, somebody said yes. And they probably have some stats and figures behind it that they can send a volume of these and get enough responses.
It's totally a numbers game, kind of like you at the bar when you were in the 20s.
Hey, one day I'm going to run for president just so I can remember what I did in my 20s. So, you know, but look, most of us aren't going to go to the extremes of trying to put some sort of messaging automation in there. And by the way, LinkedIn shutting down accounts for doing messaging automation and stuff. So I wouldn't recommend it in the first place. But, you know, it's more important to be dialed into getting to know people. Here's another one that I got, and it says, "Hi, Donnie. I thought it made sense to reach out as I provide innovative health insurance options for a number of professionals in your industry. I am an expert within the field. Let's connect further." My response to that reach out was, "What's my industry?" They never responded. If you're gonna do a canned message, like the spam style freaking message, do a little research first. Don't just throw out there, you know, don't make the first move a sale. Because imagine you're at a cocktail party and I walk up and go, hey, do you want to buy printing? Do you want to buy sales training? Do you want to buy computer automation? Whatever. It's an instant turnoff, and people don't want to deal with you. And there's two people on the side of the walkway on this one. There are people that are like, yeah, but I don't want to sit and waste all my time having fluffy fucking conversations to get to know people. I want to get to the people that are interested quickly. Well, sure, if you are a transactional person and you don't give a shit about your clients, then you do you. And continue to do these spammy ass messages and let me know where it gets you. I got a longer one in here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
Oh,
the.
the Jasmine one. So this is another one. It says, "Great day, Donnie. Thank you for responding from one vet to another. I would like to say thank you for your service." So that's a good move. It's a good way to start it
Yep.
out. "I work with a fast-growing financial firm, and we are looking for leaders to work with in different territories. You can add value to your existing clients, create additional stream of income for yourself. Are you open to a conversation when it comes to earning great income in the insurance industry? Veterans are very successful in our company as well. Thanks. I look forward to working with you." All right, stop with the fucking pitches. I think he did well starting out saying, "Hey, one vet to another, thanks for your service." But look, veteran to veteran, we never look at each other and go, "Kevin, thank you for your service. I'm really honored that you fucking stood up and defended our country." We never say that shit to each other.
Nope, never.
So that it's some jackwagon that doesn't want to send the message in anyways, but he's trying to connect. And uh, look, these messages come from people who hate what they do. I mean, at the end of the day, they're in a shitty position. They're required to hire for an industry they don't give a fuck about. So they're going to spam as many people as possible until somebody actually will say yes. So a guy I coached years ago when I was working for Sandler Sales Training, it's a great sales training company. He was one of my clients, and he reached out to me on LinkedIn. He said, "Donnie, I really love how you show all these bad reach outs on LinkedIn, because in the Facebook group Success Champions, we talk about it all the time. Is when I get a bad reach out, I will post that reach out in the group, and I remove the people's names, so it's not thrashing somebody, but it's showing what not to do from a reach out standpoint." Well, my buddy reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, you talk about all these bad reach outs, but how do I make it a good reach out? How do I flip this script and actually help somebody or get in touch with somebody?" And he sent me the message through LinkedIn. And so only thing that I did is I quickly jumped over to his profile and I marked down 3 key things. And the first one, it said, "Hey," and this is how I was telling him to do reach outs. And it was, "Hey, Ryan, I see you went to OU. What made you decide to go to that school?" The next one was, "Hey, Ryan, I see you're part of Boy Scouts of America. How long have you been with that organization? What do you do for them?" "Hey, Ryan, I see you sit on this particular nonprofit board. I'm curious to know why you chose that nonprofit." Now, number one, I never said anything about my business, my company, my anything. I literally reached out on something that we could commonly bond on. And I learned this a long time ago doing sales training was if I reached out to another Marine and I said, "Hey, Devil Dog, Jarhead, see you another Marine. I'm just connecting with other Marines on LinkedIn." 100% of the time they would accept that connection, right? It's common bond. And that's all you're looking for.
Yeah, it's like dating. You can't jump right to the close on, in the first conversation.
Right.
I guess you can, but
well, it depends on how confident you are.
Yeah, it depends on the prospect, evidently. But you have to build a relationship and not seem, and not be swarmy when you're doing it. And it has to be about them. So there has to be some value you're actually bringing to that person that you're connecting to on LinkedIn, not just as, hey, I want to build my list, or hey, I think I can sell you something in the future, so can you connect with me? Which is what a lot of people are doing.
Right. Well, and I found in the Facebook group, the one that says, Jasmine, good morning. Happy Thursday. I would like to invite you to join my network. Okay. This is a funny one. And I'm excited you guys get to see these videos or these screenshots, because if you're going to do a cut and paste, and listen, I'm okay with a cut and paste message as long as there's some sort of customization in there. So you could literally do a cut and paste message that says, hey, Kevin, I was looking at your profile and noticed X. Can you tell me a little bit more why you decided to do that, or how'd you become a part of that, right? You can do that canned message, but you got to change that first name out, and you got to change whatever that X is, right, in that message to do that reach out. But this one I did in the group, and I posted because it was kind of funny, because they're obviously doing a cut and paste. It's not even a good cut and paste. But they forgot to change their name, so they did a reach out, and I all of a sudden became Jasmine. So, and then the people in the group decided that I should be called Jasmine, so that happened.
Hey,
yeah.
What did you think would happen?
Right.
So
go ahead.
I was just gonna, and I want to hear your opinion on what your favorite reach outs have been that you've received. But the ones I really like are when people are actually referencing real stuff. So like I was just looking through all my messages in LinkedIn, and there's one where someone was like, hey, I saw you in the Entreport group on Facebook, thought I'd connect on LinkedIn, would love to chat sometime. I'm like, all right, cool, awesome, that's a real connection.
Yeah, dude, right now I can tell you my favorites, the connections I get right now is, hey, I saw you in that clubhouse room dropping freaking knowledge, man. Here's a couple of takeaways I had, listening to you talk in Clubhouse. Would love to be a part of your network so I can follow more of your content. Dude, I am taking that every freaking time.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
And it's funny. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to look at somebody's content and see if they put that, or look at somebody's profile. But one thing I want everybody to remember, particularly about LinkedIn more than any other social platform out there, LinkedIn, most of the people were guilted on the platform. And here's what I mean. Facebook, you chose to put your own profile. Instagram, you chose to create a profile. TikTok, Twitter, all these other profiles, Clubhouse, you decided that you want to go check it out. LinkedIn, somebody told you had to have a LinkedIn profile. Like, you're in business, you're sales, whatever, you need a LinkedIn profile. And so a lot of people begrudgingly went to LinkedIn. And I only say that to say that, if you send messages out to people and they don't respond, odds are they haven't checked LinkedIn in the last couple months. Give it time. They may eventually respond to you. Don't be so desperate to think that, they're going to respond within 24 hours of you reaching out. So a couple things that I'll do from a reach out standpoint is, I'll go up to the search bar and I'll look for some keyword parameters. So I'll put in the keywords business owner, CEO, founder, those type of keywords, and I will bring those up as part of the search query. And then I'll just go start looking for profiles in different industries, and I'll look for people that I want to connect with. In that connection request, all I'm doing is simply quickly looking for their profile, finding something I can connect with. I always go look at their activity because I want to see if they're commenting on things, they're interacting with things, they're posting out content or whatever. Because if they're posting content, then I'm going to engage on that content, make a comment so they know I'm coming before I send a request, to connect.
Yeah, when I'm connecting and I'm searching for people that I want to send the request to, I tend to look at what they're posting to, what articles they've written, comments they've made, and I use that as part of my reach out. Hey, I saw you posting about this. I love that you said these things in your article, or I really simple. I love this post. I so agree with what you said.
Yeah, I got this great reach out yesterday, and I may have to put this into the screenshots, but it says, "Hey, first name," and it's done like it's an automation. First name underscore last name in parentheses.
Yep.
Skip a line just below this says, "Haha, just kidding, Donnie. I noticed we are both small in the small business owners group, so I thought it'd be cool to connect if you're up for it." I love the fact that he made a funny play on automation as a whole and threw that in here as part of the process. So you can have fun, connecting. There was another one I got that says, "Hey Donnie, any friend of Andy's is hopefully a friend of mine," because she saw that Andy had commented on my post. I tagged him in a post. He came in and he commented, and she sent me a connection quest, and we are chatting and carrying on. So LinkedIn can be a really easy platform to connect with people and really get to know them. So,
I actually like playing on LinkedIn more right now than Facebook.
uh,
Even though I'm not posting nearly as much, I like hanging out there more because it seems less aggressive than
I like how you put that.
so it's on Facebook everyone is still so riled up about things, politics mostly, that it's so easy to get sucked into a less than beneficial discussion. LinkedIn is still for the most part all business oriented, and it's
Well,
focused
and
on
let me correct
positive
that.
stuff.
Let me correct that. All social media is business. If you tell the algorithm that's what you want to see, what people got to understand about all social media is whatever you click on, engage with, look at, and see, that is what the platform feeds you. So if anybody's social media is filled with negative politics, stupid shit you don't want to see, that's your own fucking fault. Right. So LinkedIn isn't more business than any other platform. It's people have created the other platforms to be more
Yep.
personalized in their own nature. I do more business on Facebook than I do with LinkedIn.
Oh, so do I.
You know,
Totally.
um, but the only platform that I can't say that you can't game to get the algorithm in your favor is fucking Twitter. Twitter is a political freaking platform when it's all set up. And during these last elections, I just couldn't get politics off of Twitter, no matter what I tried. That's all they were stuffing in the feeds.
Yep.
Uh, but I'm not going to get Kevin riled up about politics because this motherfucker will go off the deep end, and we're not doing that. So, but bottom line for LinkedIn and reach outs is it's really make it a genuine reach out. Make it about them. Pretend you're at a fucking cocktail party and you're walking up and saying, "Hey, what do you do? What brought you here? Why did you get a part of this?" Ask a really good question. Reference something they've done and keep it short and sweet. You don't have to write a paragraph. And always think about, would you respond to this reach out? Think that through before you send the damn thing out, because if you're not going to fucking respond to it, nobody else is going to either.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so, as always, guys, if you got any value out of the show, any tip, tactics, or things that can help you with your business, do me a favor and teach one person to subscribe to the show. Subscribers mean everything for us. So, help us out as much as possible. And as always, keep being a badass, go big and loud, and go break some shit. Later.